we go, boxing fans. This is Little Red Man coming at you, ATL Boxing Talk, and we're going to discuss our big friend Bob Arum, the promoter of Top Rank. Today a fight was signed for Floyd Mayweather and Miguel Cotto to face off in Las Vegas, Nevada on May 5th of this year. And it looks as if the fight that's going to come down the pipe for Manny Pacquiao is going to be against a Timothy Bradley at location to be determined. Why are the two best 147-pound fighters not fighting? Well, through years of back and forth discussions, Floyd is scared of Pacquiao, Pacquiao's afraid of Floyd, this, that, and the other. We finally have been able to pull the curtain back and see the wizard at work, which is unfortunately Bob Arum. Bob Arum is not going to let this fight happen for one reason and one reason only. Well, let me correct that. Two reasons. The first reason is that Bob Arum knows, just like everybody else that really knows boxing, there's a likelihood that, excuse me, there's a likelihood that Floyd Mayweather could beat Manny Pacquiao, and potentially he could beat him by knockout. Now, that messes up money for Bob Arum because guess what? Floyd Mayweather promotes himself. Floyd Mayweather is not promoted by Bob Arum. This is how I really figured this whole thing out with Bob Arum. You know, for a long time, I gave Bob Arum the benefit of the doubt, but you know, hindsight is just like everything, man. Once you start to connect the dots, you start to see, oh man, there it was. It was hidden right there in broad daylight in front of all of us. Timothy Bradley and Amir Khan tried to make a fight. They've been trying to make a fight now for about 2 years. And Timothy Bradley had been saying for years, listen, I'm willing to fight Amir Khan. Amir Khan had been saying for years, listen, I'm willing to fight Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley couldn't get a fight. He had a hard time making the David Alexander fight, which he won. The Lamont Peterson fight, I think the Lamont Peterson fight actually pushed him back a little bit because the win was such a decisive one against what was supposed to be an up-and-coming champion, which Lamont Peterson eventually did become a champion. He just couldn't handle the likes of a Timothy Bradley. Same thing with David Alexander. But what happened is very interesting because in the interim, with the Amir Khan fight and the Timothy Bradley fight trying to be made, and you know, people going back and forth to the negotiating tables, the fight never got made. But it sure is funny that the fight that's about to be made is Timothy Bradley versus Manny Pacquiao. Now, why is that funny? I'll tell you why. Timothy Bradley just signed a contract with Top Rank. So, guess what? Bob Arum promotes him now. When the Amir Khan fight and the Timothy Bradley fight was on the negotiating table, Timothy Bradley wasn't promoted by Top Rank. Only Amir Khan. And Bob Arum couldn't get the kind of money that he would want to get as a promoter because one of the fighters didn't belong to him. But now that Timothy Bradley is under the Top Rank umbrella, he can fight Timothy Bradley with whoever he wants to now, whether it be Manny Pacquiao, which looks like that's the fight that's going to happen, or Amir Khan. If that fight falls through, there's always the Amir Khan fight. Well, Amir Khan still has to deal with the Lamont Peterson rematch, and that's not even etched in stone that he's going to win that one. I think that Lamont Peterson probably could potentially beat Amir Khan again. But Bob Arum is a genius. Let me explain something to you, America. We're all around the world. Corporate greed is everywhere. It's not just the big banks. It's not just the Wells Fargos, the Chase, J.P. Morgan Chases, the Bank of Americas. It's not just them. It's anywhere that big money can be made. The snake of boxing used to be Don King. Don King wrote the blueprint on how to do this. You don't fight fighters no matter how bad the fans in the world want to see this fight. You don't put them in the ring if you can't promote it. That's why the Floyd Mayweather fight and the Manny Pacquiao fight never got made. Floyd Mayweather promotes himself. And he is in a situation, because he's undefeated and he is who he is in the ring, he can basically tell Bob Arum to go fuck himself. This is what you're going to pay me. This is what I want for this fight. And guess what? You're going to have to pay me. And Bob Arum is looking at Floyd Mayweather like, how dare you think that I'm going to pay? First of all, I'm not going to pay you more than I'm paying my own fighter. And second of all, how dare you think that you're going to make more money than me and I'm the one promoting the fight? I'm the big time promoter. You're just a fighter. And that's the way these promoters look at the fighters. The fighters are the ones that go in there and, sweat blood, guts, and tears. They're the ones that have to deal with, all the punishment to their bodies. But you would never know that looking at it from the perspective of a promoter. A promoter feels that, hey, I'm king dingling around here because I'm promoting the fight. You finally get the fighters that come along like the George Foremans of the world and the Floyd Mayweathers of the world that basically say, I don't need you to promote me. Basically all a promoter does is they find a venue and they say, listen, we're going to put together a fight, and this is how good this guy is, and this is how good this guy is. And they'll show good clips of each fighter, and they'll get people interested in the fight. Floyd Mayweather doesn't need that. Floyd Mayweather can promote himself, and he can tell Bob Arum, look, I don't need you promoting me. I'm good enough to promote my own self. What I need you for? Listen, I want $70 million for the fight. I'll get in the fight. I'll get in the ring and I'll knock Pacquiao out. But I want $70 million to do it. And Bob Arum is basically saying, no, that's you're going to take $30 million. Pacquiao's going to take $30 million, and I'm going to pocket $70 million. And that's the way it's been. Same thing with Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley couldn't get a fight with Amir Khan 6 months ago. Now all of a sudden he's fighting Manny Pacquiao. How did that happen? It's because Timothy Bradley finally signed to Top Rank, and now he's under Bob Arum, and Bob Arum can basically say, hey, you know what? I can sacrifice whoever now, because guess what? Out of the 4 best welterweights in the world, I have 2 of them. And I have potentially one of the best junior welterweights in the world in Amir Khan. So guess what? I still make all the money. And, that's just the way it is, people. I mean, it is what it is. Does that make Bob Arum a bad person? It makes him a greedy businessman. And that's what greedy businessmen do. They'll screw their moms if they have to make that dollar, And Floyd Mayweather, he's been saying this for years. Floyd Mayweather's been saying, look, man, I'll fight Manny Pacquiao. Pacquiao's been saying, I'll fight Floyd Mayweather. Are those 2 fighters afraid to face each other? I don't think Pacquiao's afraid of Floyd, and I don't think Floyd has ever been afraid of Manny Pacquiao. Do I think Floyd can beat Manny Pacquiao? I think Floyd will mop the floor with Manny Pacquiao. I think Manny Pacquiao's too one-dimensional to deal with a fighter with the skill level of a Floyd Mayweather. That's my personal opinion. And I do believe once the fight happens, if it ever happens, Manny Pacquiao will probably probably get knocked out, probably somewhere between the 8th and the 12th round by a counter left hook. I mean, Manny Pacquiao, let's be honest, man. Manny Pacquiao can't really beat Juan Manuel Marquez. I got Marquez winning all 3 of those fights. And anybody with half a brain knows that. You know, you knock a guy down 3 times in a fight, and the very best you can pull out is a draw. If you knock a guy down 3 times in a fight, you're supposed to be running away with that fight. If the best that you can pull out is a draw, that means you got your ass whooped. Especially if the guy never knocked you down in the fight. If he fought his way back from 3 knockdowns and he never knocked you down, you got your ass whooped, pal. That's just all there is to it. And I think that Bob Arum knows that if and when Manny Pacquiao finally steps into the ring with a Floyd Mayweather, his gravy train stops there. Because right now, the top earning fighter at top rank is Manny Pacquiao. Now, Amir Khan was supposed to be the heir apparent. We all know that. But he got derailed. He got knocked out early in his career. And now he just lost to Lamont Peterson. And, you know, it looks like Lamont Peterson, he's nothing to play with. Lamont Peterson knows that he's had his big shots, and he blew it with the Timothy Bradley fight. So he's looking at this as, man, this is do or die for me. And, you know, he's going to fight that way. He's going to fight like, hey, man, my life depends on it. So, you know, Amir Khan is going to really have to bring his A game. And if he takes the kind of body shots he took in the last fight, it's not extra stone that he's going to win that fight. So Bob Arum is on the fence when it comes to Amir Khan because he's not even sure that Amir Khan can win this fight. So what does he do? He goes to Timothy Bradley. He lays down a big chunk of money. You know, probably more money than Timothy Bradley has ever seen at one particular time in his life. And he says, look, I need you to sign the top rank. Because as the welterweight division goes, I need the top welterweights. I can't get Floyd. I can't get Floyd Mayweather because Floyd Mayweather has basically told me to go screw myself. And Floyd Mayweather, him and Al Heyman, they can't stand me. So no matter how much money I throw at Floyd Mayweather, he just throws it right back. So I can't get him. So listen, you're the next best thing in the welterweight divisions, and you haven't seen the kind of paydays that Floyd Mayweather has seen, so I'll throw my money at you. And Timothy Bradley accepted. Hey, Timothy, I don't have a problem with that, man. Hey, make your money, dude. Make your money. Beat the Pacquiaos of the world. But America know this. If Timothy Bradley gets in the ring with Manny Pacquiao and he beats Manny Pacquiao, which I do believe can happen, the Floyd Mayweather-Manny Pacquiao fight is off. I think Bob Arum is too arrogant after a Pacquiao loss to come to Floyd Mayweather and say, hey, let's put together a fight. Because Floyd Mayweather is really going to drive the price right up through the ceiling then. Floyd Mayweather is going to be like, look, I'm still undefeated because let's be honest. Floyd Mayweather is going to beat Miguel Angel Cotto. As much as I love Cotto, he's not going to win that Floyd Mayweather fight. He'll probably get knocked out late in the fight. So Floyd is going to dangle his 43-0 or 42-0, whatever he'll be then, record in front of Bob Arum's face and say, look, man, hey, I know I told you at first I wanted 70 million. Hey, bitch, now I want 89 million. So the fight will never get made. Is that a bad thing for boxing? You know, I don't know. We'll just have to see how that plays out. But this is Lil Ram Man. You know, that's me venting a little bit. This is Lil Ram Man, ATL Boxing Talk. Get back with me. Let me know what you guys think. I love a good conspiracy theory. So you guys get back with me. Let me know what you think about it. And, you know, I'm willing to chop it up with whoever, you know, as it pertains to boxing. I love boxing fans because I love boxing. So get back at me. I'll let you later.